Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back for more spills, chills, and thrills in XCOM, The Long War. Although, I really have to think after our last mission, a few of our newer troopers have probably had enough spills, chills, and or thrills to last them for one of Sean Connery's lifetimes. I mean, they got sent out to fight a sectopod on their second mission, and that's gotta be a pretty rude awakening. Not as rude as waking up in the morning after your 21st birthday and finding yourself pulling duty as the meat in a Tara Reid and Madonna sandwich, but still pretty damn rude. Ugh, just grossed myself out a little, actually, imagining what being in a Tara Reid and Madonna sandwich would feel like. Can you think about it? Just lying there, awash in a floppy sea of leathery old skin and surgical scars? That's some Lovecraftian horror right there. Wow. Just pure 100% good old-fashioned nightmare fuel. Go ahead, give it a think. Just a good long think. Yeah, you're gonna regret that. Yeah, in the morning. Seriously, you're gonna regret it. And now that I think about it, actually, that may explain why so many of our new troopers found themselves in the hospital. They're not actually hurt, it's just the imagery of that analogy I just delivered left them suffering from a little post-traumatic stress. And rightly so. I mean, I think I may have given myself a slight case, actually. That's pretty goddamn horrific. I think 6 days was a pretty astounding recovery time for that sort of imagery. I mean, it's going to haunt me a hell of a lot longer than that. Sean Connery's got much more intestinal fortitude than I possess. I got to give him credit for that.
New promotions available in the armory.
Yes, we're aware, Magil, and thank you for the 752nd reminder that promotions are available. Really appreciate it. But I think just in an effort to sort of push the whole Madonna Tara Reid sandwich thing out of our minds, let's just get to scanning and see if maybe, just maybe, a little alien carnage will help us to forget. Personally, I'm going to go for liquor, actually, to help me forget. Lots and lots of liquor. Sectoid Commander Autopsy is completed, and it gives us Mind Shield. Oh boy. Watch me rush out to build dozens and dozens of those bad boys. So we have some options here for our next research. Did do the Sectopod autopsy, because it's only going to take 2 days. And the practical applications apparently are just staggering. I'm not terribly sure I'm sold by your little proposal right up there, Dr. Valen. I'm honestly a little dubious, if I have to be completely forthright. I think what we're going to do is compact plasma weapons, and I'm going to tell you why. We don't have... we maybe have one alien rifle, but I don't think we even have one. I don't think we have any. We need to capture some. But my theory is that plasma carbines will be used in the compact plasma weapons, and we are going to want at least one of the SMG caliber weapons for our engineers and possibly rocketeers, assuming we ever decide to take any on a mission ever again. And compact plasma weapons, I feel, are probably what's going to unlock that. So we're going to go ahead and go with compact plasma. Also, it's only 5 days, so be good to get it out of the way. Dr. Valen and her loyal 86 scientists will immediately get to work on that. At least the ones that aren't busy scraping out the inside of the containment facility, that is. So back to scanning, then. You know, China, actually, if I had more, I would take that. But I appear to be lower than I thought I was on the whole Illyrium thing, so I'm going to have to say not now. Good offer, though. Maybe table that for a month or so until we bring down another large UFO. Sort of get a chance to restock, as it were. No way in hell am I giving you 10 alien stasis tanks for 2 scientists. That's just not going to happen. I would rather sell them on the black market. They're worth way more than 2 scientists. Not a chance, Mexico. Go straight to hell. Alright, so a ton of troopers coming back on duty for us. Looks like our whole A-team roster is going to be back.
Detected.
Just in time for a small UFO somewhere over Brazil. Speaking of Brazil, I have a feeling we're going to be raiding that alien base very soon. It's only a matter of time until we finish that other satellite uplink. You know, we may need to build a satellite, actually, that we can deploy over that. I'm going to have to get on that as well. Hopefully I'll remember by the end of the mission, but I promise nothing because I'm about as forgetful as... well, the Nutty Professor, really. I mean, I'm basically just Jerry Lewis with a pair of fake teeth and flubber. So let's send old Moose up, then. He can do his patented stand in the path of oncoming traffic and wait to be obliterated.
Engaging bogey.
Pattern of alien combat. It's
Approaching target.
not exactly what we would go for, but I gotta say, it has worked pretty well for Moose in the past. And once again, Moose showing exactly why that's his preferred method. I mean, sure, he takes a ton of damage and winds up spending weeks and weeks out of service, but honestly, I think he's just trying to get out of the lineup. So let's put together a crew then, and since this is just a small UFO, again, we won't necessarily have to pull out the A-Team, which is good because Bradley Cooper's got the whole Guardians of the Galaxy gig working now. I think it's going to be a little bit difficult to get him to reprise his role as Faceman. And Liam Neeson probably is already embarrassed by his performance as Hannibal, so. Who do we want to take here? Well, every mission needs a leader, and we need to nominate someone to lead this. What is likely to be just a debacle, honestly. Is Amanda Bynes hurt? I think Amanda Bynes may have taken a little extraneous grenade damage in our whole sectopod thing, yeah. It's going to be 7 days before old Amanda is ready to roll, so... You know, I think we'll just go with Rihanna. Rihanna, honestly, is fine. That's maybe a little overkill for a small UFO mission, but the aliens have sort of been ramping things up a little bit, even on our weaker missions. I mean, we did an abduction mission and fought a freaking sectopod, so maybe a couple experienced troopers with some top-notch damage-dealing capabilities wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing in the world. I am not going to take... you know what? Rihanna is max rank. You know, I'll sacrifice a max rank trooper in this case, simply because I want a leader who has good abilities. Actually, I'm gonna, you know what? I've changed my mind. I'm waffling all over the place here. I'm basically an IHOP, just sitting around waiting for an opportunity to waffle. We're gonna send Uncle Mel Gibson. We haven't had Uncle Mel on a mission in a good long while. It's really time we let him out to, honestly, just kind of blow the stink off himself. I mean, he's been drinking a lot lately. He's barricaded himself in his bunk, just surrounded in a little fort of empty gin bottles. It's really getting pretty sad. So we're going to send old Uncle Mel out, give him a chance to show us why he is #1 sniper. Although, honestly, I think probably Rihanna at this point is the #1 sniper, but we like to humor Mel. No reason to tell him he's not #1. Could take the Gogster. How close is Lady Gaga to level? That's going to be the operative question here, and the answer is not close enough to merit including her on this mission, so let's take someone a little bit lower ranked then. That's going to be probably Kathy Z, I think. How close are you to level, Kathy Z? Considerably closer. Alright, so let's take old Catherine Zeta-Jones then. Kathy Z is going to get some Aegis armor, Gauss machine gun, and of course a scope and an alloy bipod. Alloy bipod, of course, really increases Catherine Zeta's stability, which is good, because if you've seen any of her recent performances, you know that stability isn't something that she has in abundance these days. To say she's gone off the deep end is a disservice to, you know, like Michael Phelps and other divers and swimmers. Do we want to take the Moose? We really don't, actually. I mean, I really don't. What about infantry guys? What can we do? Tay Diggs will do. We haven't had old Tay Diggs out on a mission in a couple... And again, another trooper that we wouldn't mind getting some ranks for, so the Groove Injector himself is going to get tapped for this mission. He'll be toting the Slim Shady Memorial Slug Slinger, of course. A little bit of scope, a little bit of laser sight. Let's get him sorted. Going to want a scout and an assault trooper, and in the scout department, I think we're probably going to go with the immortal Madman Reb Brown. So for Reb, going to be a little bit of Titan armor. We're going to go for some alloy cannon. And in the interest of capturing, because again, we still desperately need some alien rifles, it's going to be a chem grenade and an arc thrower for the immortal Madman. It does dramatically lower Reb's speed, but well, we're just going to have to work around it. Matt Lauer, probably overkill on this mission. Honestly, Jonathan Keyquan, probably also overkill. He is quite speedy. You know what? I think we'll send Miley Yaya Cyrus on this mission. She's a good combination of durability and speed. That actually may be a sentence also that has never previously been uttered in human history. Miley Cyrus, an adequate combination of durability and speed. Pretty sure that's never before been spoken. For the Yaya, we're going to, of course, give her the Walker servos. Again, just to enhance her speed, get her as close to the enemy as possible, and it's going to be an arc thrower. In the interest of captures, that leaves us 3 slots. Normally, we would devote one of those slots at least to a medic. Not sure who we have available in the medic department. We got Chris the Surgeon Brown. Old McBeef is available. Of course, Justin Bieber still in a hospital recovering from what should have been a death blow. I mean, in all honesty, Justin Bieber should be dead. He should be dead. Where's the rat? We do also have the rat. I think we'll send McBeef. It'll be a good opportunity for the beefster to test out his newfound psychic powers. And also a good opportunity to get him out of that cage where he's been dancing with a 12-year-old girl, because there's nothing about that that isn't fucking creepy and weird. That's something you probably should have said no to, Shia. Elastic heart and whatnot. I don't know if there's enough elastic at all to snap you back from that bullshit. You've gone way over the edge. Last unit's definitely going to be a mech trooper of some variety. But we do still have one slot open, and I'm debating what to take. We could probably use an engineer. This might be a good chance for Kristen 1000-Yard Stewart to stretch her legs a little bit, or possibly Taylor Moose Lautner. I think we'll see how close the Moose is to level. Not close enough is the answer to that question. So let's go for... Well, let's actually see how close Kristen Stewart is. How close are you, 1000-Yard? Considerably closer. Alright, so it's going to be Kristen Stewart then. So Kristen's going to get some Aegis armor. We're going to give her the patented Gauss carbine to help with her foot speed. And of course, Kristen's scenery chewing kit, which comes complete with Kristen Stewart. 2 alien grenades, that's got her sorted. And then it's going to be a mech trooper, and I'm thinking probably T-Swizzle is going to get the call on this one. Yeah, we're going to go for Tay-Tay. We're going to grab the Swizz, and for her loadout, she's going to be toting our Mech 2 Defender, a little bit of Railgun. I think we'll go with, you know what, we'll switch things up a little bit. We'll go with the Grenade Launcher and a Flamethrower. Delirium Turbos, of course, to get T-Swizz in close for that upwork fire action that she does love so much. And some Weapon Gyros, then we'll complete Taylor's kit. And again, this will give Taylor an opportunity to reclaim her title as the Crimson-Lipped Goddess of Death, because really, she's been fading fast. I mean, she came out of the blocks just like Usain Bolt charging down the track, and she's really fallen off lately. Not a lot of staying power has Taylor Swift.
Strike one. Prepare for
It's a lot like any relationship she's ever been. I mean, it's going strong, and then after 2 or 3 weeks, it just completely all falls apart. Just collapses like a fucking stellar core that's exceeded the Chandrasekhar limit and gone black hole.
Brazilian
1.4 solar masses
our
for
help,
the uninitiated.
so that's where we're going next.
Seriously, Google it.
Our target touched down inside a major urban center.
Clearly a
And there's
major
risk of
urban
further
center,
civilian
Bradford.
casualties
How much have you had to
don't
drink
secure
today,
the
son?
area on the double.
What is that, like your 26th beer? And it's like 10 a.m., dude. I mean, that doesn't strike you as maybe you have a problem? I mean, if we need to do an intervention, we've got plenty of celebrities in the barracks who've got some fucking experience with that. We got Mel Gibson, Tara Reid, a little bit of Lindsay Lohan. If you think those folks don't know how to engineer an intervention, Bradford, you're sadly mistaken. Alright, well, let's take a look around the map. I'm guessing we're going to have... I think we just played this map like a couple missions ago. It seems oddly familiar, but I digress. Don't think Reb has battle scanners. Yeah, Reb has flush shot. That's actually fine. Let's take Reb to some place that has full cover. Have him take a peek at what's running. Okay. Well, you know, honestly, that actually could have been worse. It's going to give us plenty of targets and a reasonable opportunity for some captures, if we're perfectly frank. I think we're going to take T-Swizz over here and have her drop a grenade on someone. This may draw Overwatch, and if it does, I don't even really care. Oh, it actually didn't. Alright. Well, Tay-Tay, why don't you, can you land this on one of those guys? I mean, if you could land it directly on one, that would probably be for the best. Alright, just split the difference then, Tay-Tay. So Taylor Swift going to start things off with a nice little grenade. It got us some damage. I mean, not huge, but in aggregate, almost person 20 damage, so not an unreasonable hit from Taylor Swift. Not a fantastic hit, of course, but we've seen worse.
Heading there now.
Gonna get Kathy Z over in a position where she can be posted up and ready to deliver some base firework for us. We really want to get Kristen Stewart in a position where she can make use of her grenades. So
Target confirmed.
K-Stu here is she's gonna dash. All right, Uncle Mel actually has shots from here. What kind of shots, Uncle Mel? Pretty bad shots, actually. So why don't you take cover behind this tree, because it's not really going to hurt your chances any. We have an 82% chance at. Is that that's the Mechtoid? Yeah, we'll probably take that. Simply because it's the most likely to hit, so no reason not to. Uncle Mel driving a 12-point damage coffin nail. Say what you want about Gibson, but every now and then we remember why it is that we bring him on missions.
Moving.
Not often, but, you know, every once in a while. A lot like a Black Hawk song with the same name. I think we'll have Tay Diggs just take a little bit of cover. And really, this might not be a bad opportunity for McBeef to... So what is Psi Inspiration specifically? That's actually not necessary right now. I think what we'll have him do is just punch out a little bit of smoke for some of our more exposed troopers.
Cover going out.
And no, I don't mean Paris Hilton, because Paris Hilton is not on the mission, although when it comes to exposed troopers, she's tough to top. And so this guy's going to definitely double move then. And not surprising in any way, shape, or form. I think Miley Cyrus is going to get an Overwatch shot here. That's pretty reasonable output from old Yeah. That guy came around, she's firing her gun like yeah, tossing grenades like yeah. I would like to see these guys move up in a nice little flamethrower-able pile. And it looks like they are going to cooperate with that pretty effectively. We're just going to have Reb Brown run a, frankly, threatening amount of Overwatch fire in order to clear it up for Tay-Tay, but, well, that's why Reb gets the big bucks. You know, I think we're going to have Reb just stand out in the open with this, actually.
I'm on it, Commander.
So this is why Reb Brown gets the big bucks, all 22 of them. That and his girlish screams of "Ah! Oh! Hee!" Seriously, I've never heard anyone shriek like Reb Brown. It's I'd say it's impressive, but it's more terrifying than impressive, really. I mean, if you were an enemy unit and you had to hear those noises coming at you from Reb's somewhat large and beefy form, and then you hear his girlish screams, you'd have to wonder what the hell was going on inside his head. Just whether he was crazy or what the hell was going on. I mean, you'd be forced to wonder. And here's some motherfuckers gotta burn. So Tay-Tay may have overcooked them a little. Again, we were sort of hoping for a capture there, Tay-Tay. I think maybe overdid it a little bit on the cooking.
Aye, aye, Commander.
That's alright. Miley Cyrus gonna pick up a kill here. So old Yeah. Unimpressive damage there. Fortunately for Yeah, she's going to get another chance. Miley Cyrus is all about the second chances. That's the one thing she learned from her days as Hannah Montana, is that it's never too late to redeem yourself. Everyone deserves a second chance. That's sort of Miley's motto. Also a third, fourth, and fifth chance, because over there like 12 tracks on Miley's most recent album, and I don't think she got any of them right, so she gets at least as many do-overs as there were cuts on that gig. Just trying to debate how best to approach that. We do, like I said, we still do want to go for the capture. Uncle Mel's going to take a shot because why not? 5 damage and an intimidate. That's a problem. If we hit again, Uncle Mel is almost guaranteed to kill that man. So you know what? I think we'll go for a disabling shot. This will only do 1 damage. That'll put him down in capture zone if it hits. It did. I don't know if it disabled his weapon.
Weapons dry.
Alright, it did disable his weapon. So the only thing he'll be able to do is chuck a grenade. And we can probably prevent that with suppressive fire, actually, if we had to. Just make sure he is the only guy there, and he is. Do we have anybody who's going to be in a position to possibly suppress him? Not really. Now, we don't want to bunch up, because that's just going to encourage the grenade, which we really don't want to encourage. I think we'll have Kristen Stewart go into Overwatch. And we're going to have Reb Brown close distance here, just to get within capture range. And that just leaves McBeef, who, honestly, I think we'll just have to take cover behind this tree.
Let's do this.
Nobody put Shy in a corner, except me. I put him in a corner. But he's going to fall back then. Alright, so Staying in position with the reload, and apparently there's one more trooper over there that we were not expecting to be in place. So, gonna need to find that guy. Especially if we are gonna go for the capture. We have... well, Mel Gibson's out of ammo, so we're gonna go ahead and get him reloaded, because Mel Gibson does not have lock and load, because I am a foolish, foolish man. Well, let's have Tay-Tay advance, see if she can get eyes on... Alright. If she does have eyes on the man that shot Liberty Valance, and Tay-Tay's just going to fire back in return. That's what happens when you shoot Liberty Valance. The sheriff comes calling, and Tay-Tay with a fucking monster critical there. Yeah, no shit, Tay-Tay. You fucked him up royal. Now, a problem here is we need to do some damage to this gentleman, but we need it to be not fatal damage. Honestly, probably McBeef may be our most likely candidate to do non-fatal damage. Although I think what we'll do here, we're going to go for Kristen Stewart. We're going to have old K. Stu pull out the pistol and see if she can get lucky. Maybe do 1 damage here. No luck. Yeah, everybody noticed. Well, we definitely cannot have yeah up there working him over, because that's just gonna kill the guy. Tay Diggs could potentially get a pistol shot. Let's have Tay Diggs do a little bit of gunslinging here. We've been cast as cops in a lot of different movies, Tay Diggs. Let's see if any of that training stuck. Clearly not.
Negative damage.
Yeah, negative damage, and that was with
Will do.
with the hollow targeting there bonus from K. Stu. So let's see if old McBeef here, any pistoleering in his family, going to get cast as maybe a Western guy. Alright, so we're going to get a chance then at a capture. Kathy Z is going to be our backup. But let's send in the Rebster then. This alien is in capture territory now. We'll have you deliver the stunner. 58%. That's pretty reasonable. There we go. So we picked up an alien rifle. That's fantastic. That's at least 1 for the pile. And we'll have Miley then crouch down low behind a rock, Zorak style.
Good to go.
Of course, Zorak, the lone locust of the apocalypse, reminding you to think of him when you look to the night sky. And we're going to have Kathy Z head up, take cover behind this rock, just get into a firing position and prepare to assault whatever awaits us inside that crashed UFO. My guess, probably 2 outsiders and some assorted others. Alright, Rebster. Let's have the Rebinator just take cover behind this log in case the outsiders are close to the front. Looks like they're not. So we're safe there. Now, we also could have had Reb throw a chemical grenade at that guy, which probably would have got the job done. But I would like to save that for the interior of this ship, if at all possible. Ya's going to make a quick advance with her walker servos there, taking good advantage of those. Tay Diggs is going to switch back to an actual weapon, lest I forget in an important situation and wind up having him shoot a pistol at someone when I'm not necessarily interested in having a pistol fired. Same for McBeef, and I think McBeef is going to take a dash behind that rock. He can babysit the fallen Muton, maybe teabag him a bit, although honestly the teabagging is really more of a Paris Hilton stick. Mel's just going to dash. He's well out of position from any kind of fight. Bring little Tay-Tay up here. Tay-Tay, trying to reclaim her title as #1 murderer in the XCOM project, got a little overzealous with the flamethrower we had her deliver. And
Moving to position.
number of kills. Taylor really bucking for that bonus kill-to-mission ratio. Gonna hunker down, and I think K-Stu, I'll have her advance at a dash.
Running.
And we'll set up a little door kick and grenade toss over here. Sort of patented Kristen Stewart action. She lures you in with her dulcet good looks and non-threatening size, and then immediately lobs just a grenade of loathsomeness right in your face. I mean, she did it with Twilight. She did it with Twilight 2, 3, 4.
Moving to position.
She did it with that movie where she was one of the Pussycat dolls, or whatever the shit that was. That shameful piece of crap with Dakota Fanning in it. Also, I really feel that Dakota Fanning should know better. I mean, sure, she's young and basically will take anything with a paycheck. And did work in another film with Kristen Stewart.
That's affirmative.
She was in the Twilight movies as well.
I'm watching.
Really, I still feel she should know better. I mean, she's better than that. She really is. Reb's gonna go dash, Overwatch. Miley gonna take a dash here
Let's
for
do
the
this.
other half of Team Door Kick. We just want... Miley's got our only stunner left alive, and if we can get multiple captures on this mission, we absolutely will try for it.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Hey, Diggs gonna reposition, get in a little bit of Overwatch.
Roger that.
McBeef will take up a non-threatening position here.
Eyes on the prize.
And honestly, I feel Kathy Z's in a pretty good spot where she's at.
Covering now.
No visible lasers we need her to slide beneath, so she won't be having to engage any kind of entrapment-style antics.
Hear something?
She's probably fine right where she's at. Let's take Reb Brown to this corner and see if we can get eyes on the enemy.
X-rays spotted.
Alright, we did. That's going to spawn him. Also a melt canister over there, which we're probably going to have to blow up. Alright, so, yeah. Theoretically could kill that guy pretty handily, assuming he's by himself. So before we just charge in willy-nilly, as I would usually do, I'm going to play a little bit more cautiously this time. Actually open the door, make sure the rest of the ship is clear before we commit. And it looks okay. Alright, so here comes Miley. She's going to come in for a double flank shot, and that is going to be a dead outsider. I have every confidence that Miley's going to wrecking ball his shit. Wow, I guess down to 1 health already. Well, you know what, Miley? So you put him down. Go for the... Can you hit him and stun him in the same turn? Wow, look at that shit. She crashed through his walls, man. Yeah, you hit him hard and low, Miley. That was pretty goddamn impressive, my dear. Honestly, I feel a flush shot might serve us better here. Just push this guy out of cover. And that's got him standing wide out in the open now. I'm probably a little further away than I would like, but Uncle Mel's going to have a chance. Yep, there's a shot for Uncle Mel with his squad side ability. Uncle Mel's going to deliver. Like the U.S. mail, neither rain, sleet, snow, nor dark of night will prevent Mel Gibson from firing a bullet into his target. And if our hit percentage here is bad for Tay-Tay, we can finish this guy off with a grenade, but I have every confidence that Miley will not miss this 95% chance. There we go. In one front of his head and out the back.
Excellent work.
And that's
All
end of
objectives
mission.
complete.
Operation Spectral Gaze, a textbook assault on a downed alien craft. 2 captures out of 2 arc throwers, which for us is so far phenomenally above the odds of us pulling captures that I almost don't know what to do with myself. Although outsiders do seem to be the one thing that we can reliably pull captures on. We seem to get outsiders pretty much whenever we want. Not complaining. I just wish they had plasma rifles instead of plasma carbines. Tay Diggs, despite contributing nothing on that mission, pulled a promotion. Similarly, Shia LaBeouf, although Shia did at least have a smoke grenade, I think that might have caused 1 unit to miss Miley, or to miss the Crimson-Lipped Death Goddess, but no guarantees on that. So for the Groove Injector, it's going to be Suppression. That's pretty much a given. Cookie cutter build we're going with there for Tay Diggs, because let's face it, the guy is nothing if not predictable. I mean, when has he ever taken a chance in his career? Printer is actually kind of interesting. Extra conditioning is trash. Ready for Anything actually is quite good, though. We're going to go with Ready for Anything because it has the biggest will bonus, and McBeef is psychically endowed now, so... Yeah, I said endowed and talked about McBeef. He's got a big dong. What do you want to talk about it? What do you think, Don? You think Shia McBeef doesn't have a huge dick? How do you think he got as far as he did in Hollywood, huh? Huh? Yeah, I'll tell you how. The guy's hung like a moose, that's how. So an alien rifle and an alien carbine. Fantastic loot there. Also got a Muton captive and another outsider shard, which we have like 6 of, I think, at this point. So we are going to head over to our gray market then and get rid of these extraneous damaged UFO components, which we are toting about. Otherwise, I will forget. So we're going to take our 60 credits, and we don't have any satellites, do we? I just want to check. All right, we do have 1 satellite available, but we're going to have 2 more capacity come online, which will probably throw over, I don't know, Canada maybe. Possibly the UK. We're going to build another satellite, so let's head down to engineering here. Now, we could also look at plasma weaponry while we're at it, though. Let's take a look at the plasma weaponry department, just to see what we can come up with. Could build a plasma rifle. Man, they are expensive, however. 30 Illyrium, wow! What about the plasma carbine? It only takes an alien carbine. No, I think we'll go ahead and build one of those. We should be able to also get a satellite. We'll hold off on the plasma rifle for now. Yeah, we're going to build one of these for our... This will be for our engineers. I like to see Kesha, and I got to say, Kim K, traveling into battle with the best gear we can possibly put on them. Full sniper rifle I probably should have built a good long while ago, and for some reason did not. Well, I mean, I say for some reason as if I don't know. The actual reason is because I'm an idiot, but I think there's plenty of evidence for that already. I mean, I'm not telling you guys anything you didn't know. So let's submit that order, and it'll be a nice 2 weeks. Seriously, Dr. Shen, 2 weeks. Now, I gotta say, you can reverse engineer alien technology from a plasma weapon and manufacture a man-portable plasma version for our troopers faster than you can build a fucking taser. I'm never gonna forgive you for that, Dr. Shen. Never gonna forgive you for that. It took you 2 weeks to build a goddamn taser. 2 weeks! This is reverse engineering alien technology from a fallen enemy. We pried it from some sectoid's cold dead fingers, and you're reversing it so that our troopers can use it against the enemy. But a taser, well beyond your abilities. Fucking hate you so much, Dr. Shane. If you were here, I would fight you. I would bare knuckle box you. 20 style. We would go at it. Now shit, the sad thing is I gotta go back and look at this prick some more so I can order a satellite. Just build a satellite and don't give me any guff. Alright then. Alright, since Dr. Shan has pushed the bile to the tip of my throat. Does the throat have a tip? Back of my throat? Whatever. Tip of my tongue. It's back there. I can taste it. It tastes like metal and potassium. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up, however, before my blood pressure spikes high enough to throw a clot in my brain and kill me. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more daily XCOM, consider subscribing as well. We'll see you again soon.